everyone. Welcome back to the last chapter of the 4 questions that I debate about and that I'm trying to pass over the knowledge that I got since now. The last one was how to follow your way, how to keep your way once you started your spiritual growth. How to keep moving forward and how to move forward. What are the obstacles that you have to leave on the side on your way? What do you have to understand and go through in order to be able to move forward on your personal way and not on someone else's way? I will get there in a moment. And as I've told you, my nose is now, I'm a Reiki master in more practices. I'm also using crystals, I'm on the Usui Reiki, I'm on the Karuna Reiki, on the Shambhala Reiki, I'm also a Melchizedek priest. I'm also a Kimana master, so I did more practices, more types of connecting with whatever we want to call God, whatever we want to call a spiritual practice that helps us reconnect with us, with God, and to move forward in life accordingly with the divine plan of the Trinity, of God and the Trinity. I will get there now so I can explain to you some connections so that you might get curious and start studying. As I've told you in the previous videos where I was talking about why are you here on this planet, who are you as a spirit, and how to find your way. Now we are talking about how to follow your way and keep your way. Now in Christianity, Christians connect with the Holy Spirit of the Trinity through prayer, through fasting, through reading the book of the church, let's call it like that. They call it the book of God, the book of the church, the Old Testament, the New Testament, okay? And they follow practices of to clean their bodies when they are fasting, to clear their mind when they are praying, to follow rituals of reconnection with God. In Qigong or Tai Chi or Tao, they collect this energy and they reconnect with the Holy Spirit of the universe that we live in through different practices. They do slow movements and they gather this connection from thin air. Sometimes they do it from the stars, sometimes from the center of earth, depend on the practices and the religions, but they all try to reconnect with the Holy Spirit of this universe, to connect with God, with part of God, so that they can be closer to God, because all the religions understood that there is something else and they are trying to find ways to reconnect. In Reiki, for example, Reiki has also, as I've told you in the previous videos, access to the Holy Spirit, to the highest vibration of light, to the connection with God. But it takes also practice, preparation. It doesn't work like the magic wand. Tomorrow you're a Reiki practitioner and then you just reconnect with God and with yourself, your higher self, and with your lower self as well, because you have a lower self as well, and usually you live in communion with your lower self on a daily basis. You don't want to raise yourself, your conscience, your knowledge, your practices and everything in order to reconnect with your higher self. Why? Because it's more easy to live in this, it's not even a lie world, it's more a big picture that gives you comfort, gives you a certain type of relaxation, a certain type of it's okay like this as well, and lets you move forward thinking that you are okay, you are in control, and you are pursuing the right things. And most often it's pointing you to follow, for example, like in the previous videos, I like to do this compare. You are following the blonde with the Ferrari or the Rolls Royce with the suit, the guy for women and the girl for the boys, and you want to become a millionaire and you want to get to have everything. So you are following these dreams without acknowledging that behind achieving something, you have to first know yourself, push yourself to the limit, go through whatever it takes to get there, and not just sit at home and read some affirmations that say, I want to become a millionaire, I'm happy, I'm pleasant, I'm grateful, I'm who knows what, and you become that. No, you need to go through a process of understanding why do you want, why are you grateful for? Why you have to be grateful for something, whatever. So it's all a process of knowledge, understanding. If you don't understand, you cannot become clear, because everyone sees the guys that they are millionaire after they are millionaires. They don't see their path to become millionaires. It's true that some of them, they were born in very rich families and they are already millionaires, and they still had to learn from their parents, from their families, how to handle money, wealth, and everything. And those who didn't, they are not happy on any level. They are not happy. Then some of them used evil methods to get there, to have riches, whatever it is, 1 million, 2 million, 1 billion, 10 billion pounds, euros, dollars, whatever. And they are not happy. And a lot of them know what they did, and they keep going towards that way, and it's their choice. Now once you start going towards God, towards the truth, it's called the truth. Okay? Remember the saying that truth hurts. Truth hurts so deeply sometimes, it doesn't matter on which side you are. You can be on the side of the right, and you can be on the side of the wrong, or you can be on the side of the wrong and the other one is on the side of the right. Both ways, when you say the truth to someone, that person usually, his ego comes out and reacts towards you, and the one that holds the truth and says the truth to the other, it's communicating the truth also with a spear in his heart, because he's suffering, because the other one doesn't want to get the truth. He doesn't want to listen. The other one is so closed in his shell and his ego, in his pursuing something in the wrong way, that the other person cannot perceive at all. that the other person is telling the truth. So it's like a shield, a protection, a mask, as I've told you in the previous videos. It's like wearing the mask. Someone is coming to you, it's saying what he's seeing from outside in faith and love and compassion, and it's pointing and you look, this is wrong. It's wrong for you, it's wrong for everyone around you. And what we do usually, we place the mask of the ego back and point back at the other, whatever, like, no, it's you that you did wrong. No, it's you that you're doing this. No, it's instead of sitting for 1 second, acknowledging what the other person told us, how to change ourselves. If we want to change, we don't have to change. In the existence of the universe, which is eternal, you will have time to change. You will have all the time. Consider for a second that time doesn't exist, and the moment you want to change, then you start your journey. And to keep your journey, you need in that moment to acknowledge that yes, I want to change. Yes, I need to do certain things in order to produce the change. I need to place my attention somewhere else, or I need to work on myself, and I need to learn this and I need to learn that in order to be able to handle the change. Because if you just imagine like this, I want to become a millionaire, continuing with the example, and you are just looking at the papers, I want to become a millionaire, maybe one in 10 million people happen to become a millionaire. Because it happens, it can happen. For some reason, God allows that to happen. Why? Because that person, particular person, had aligned properly, learned properly, cleansed all the karmic shadow that I've told you about in the previous videos, and becomes a millionaire. But that's one in who knows how many. All the others just take the pill of the story that you can become, but they don't want to put in practice all the practices needed in order to learn, to become, to prepare, and to achieve. All of us on the planet want to be a champion, but no one is willing to wake up in the morning, do the work that is needed, maybe twice a day, pushing themselves to the limit in order to be the best one from the other competitors. Whoever does that has all the chances in the universe to become a champion. But if he still has karma against him, he will get almost there to become a champion, even if he's the best one. And when he is almost about to become a champion, he will lose the last point to be second. So that he suffers and pays karmically for the fact that he didn't pay his karma, so he's not allowed to become a champion unless he finishes the karmic work on his shadow, on his payments, spiritual payments, and then he's allowed to become a champion or to achieve his $1 million dream, or to have whatever he wants in life. He can achieve that also through evil practices, but I'm not teaching evil here, okay? I'm teaching how to stay away from evil, how to use the evil energies to transform them into positive energies, and to achieve everything you want in life so that you can enjoy what you achieved and not achieve something that you cannot enjoy, be happy, be useful for others as an example to follow. Because we all know I don't know, at least I'm seeing around, I'm seeing that everyone knows how to be evil. And to show on their faces a nice mask, the one that says, I'm loving you, I have compassion for you, I am grateful, I am this. That's the mask, but behind it, that's the evil one. I'm seeing that around people wearing the mask of trying to be good, to show good things, but then behind the mask, there's the evil one saying, I don't want to add all the words and all the thoughts and all the thinking and all the manipulation and everything. I don't want to add it. But you might understand what I'm talking about. If not, with time, when you start practicing and when you start growing and you elevate your vibration and you elevate your thoughts and you elevate your knowledge and your being, you start perceiving certain things. And it's not anymore like imagination. It becomes certainty, because then you learn to measure the truth. Okay, that's why radiesthesia is very important. And when you start measuring, is it true or is it not? And it's showing you the same result every time. And even if another radiesthesis measures it, it shows you it is like this or not, and you have the same results, and 3 have the same results, and 4 have the same results, then you know that you didn't influence the answer. And once you start learning radiesthesia, you start learning how to measure the truth and the will of God, or the universe that you live in, or the Trinity, call it as you want, or the Chi energy, or the Holy Spirit energy, okay? And you learn these things. And through Reiki, also you can learn that, how to ask for the truth. Then the truth comes and shows himself to you. I have to be able to take that mask away, the ego mask, the one that doesn't like the truth in front, accept it. Okay, this is the truth, this is the bill, as they say. Okay, this is it. What do I do about it? What situation I'm in comparison to it? I need to deal with it. This is the truth. What do I do? Do I put back my mask and react like and move forward, or do I deal with it? If I move away from it and put the mask and move away thinking that I got rid of and it's not coming back anymore, guess what? It's going like this, da-da-da, 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 and it's coming back in the future again, saying, okay, last time you moved away from me. What did you do since then? Have you changed this? Have you fixed this? Have you managed to understand this? Or you just add more layers on me, like this. 1, 2, 3. Hello, now I have 3 layers. Now deal with 3 layers. You had 1 first, and I came to you, and you pushed me away. Now I went around, you add 3 more layers, and now I'm back in front of you with 3 layers. What do you do now? Guess what? You still push it away? It will go away, and it will add more layers. Like this, and then it will come again in front of you. And guess what? You push it away, No problem. Goes away, comes around. Ta-da! Ah, you still manage to push it away. You still have enough power, and you do like, "Ugh," and you still put your mask on. No stress. Guess what? It comes as a brick, and when it hits you as a brick, you go down on the floor, and it's so painful. Trust me, it's so painful that you do like this. You know when you get a punch in a fight? I don't know if you've seen maybe a fight in television. When you get the knockout, and comes the knockout, and you close your eyes and everything becomes dark, and you go on the floor, and you sit there, and your masks fall down from your face, the ego ones, and you are like, what did just happen? What happened to me? Where am I? What happened? This is your first thought when you go into the dark mode of a knockout from a brick, which is your brick. It's your shadow. It's your problems not solved, not dealt with, pushed on the side, hidden, tried to make your way out with your ego mask on your face. When I'm saying ego, I'm talking all the things that you got wrong, and all the things that you got, you understood that you have backup from other people, you have backup from society, you have backup from whatever you think you have backup from, apart from God, to have that relation with God, which the relation with God is the most important, and we, most majority, I'm not saying we all, but the most majority of the people in this world moved away from it. Were taught and were lied that doesn't exist. God doesn't exist. The universe created itself from nothing. Yesterday, I was looking at one guy. I don't know why that guy came in front of me, and he was debating that God is only in our mind. And he was following whatever he read in books, okay, or in whatever society and whatever his knowledge was about God. And one guy called him online, he was live, to speak with him about his opinion, because this guy was live, he was taking calls, and he was talking with people about God is only in your mind because you created him, because you don't understand things, and people were calling or to agree with him or to put their knowledge or their relation with God, the God that they think it exists, and to debate about it. Now, I've looked for 5 minutes. This guy was keep taking out some biology book from the 5th grade. That book was showing how a cell works, and he read it then, and like from the 1990s, he knows from the 5th grade how everything works in the universe, and he was relating on that to contradict this guy that he was trying to go into the abstract knowledge where we don't have proof but something exists, we don't know how to explain it but still it works, but then we tend to put away and to push the possibility at least that a God creator exists and he manifests himself in our universe towards the Trinity. Okay, this is like at least try spiritual practices, follow spiritual practices up to the point that you follow what teachers from those spiritual practices told you to do, and you didn't reach a level where you felt, saw, and knew, not anymore believe, saw, felt, and knew. Because once you do that, you know God exists. You don't have to have faith anymore. You don't have to believe maybe it's a creator. If you follow practices of spiritual growth accordingly to what they teach, there's no way you will not reach the level of getting closer to something else that is normally perceivable when you are in the normal world ignoring every practice. Okay? It is impossible. Why? Because everyone in every religion that practices different practices, like in Tai Chi a different way, in Christianity a different way, in Reiki a different way, to get closer, they all have similar experiences. They all agree with the Trinity, they all agree with the truth and the lie and the negative things pushed away and positive get into your life so that you can raise your vibration and get to that level. Okay, they all go through almost the same principles. You will never hear someone saying, go and kill 10,000 people with a knife and you will meet God. No one. They all talk about cleanse your field, meditate, eat properly, do this, do that. In Reiki, same, learn fasting, learn meditation. There are meditation practices. Actually, at the end of this video, I will try to do a 5-minute Reiki session with you where I will reconnect you with the source so that you might feel a different energy, and it's in distance. Okay, I'm not there with you. I will do it like now when I'm filming, and you will feel it when you will watch this video. How is that possible? Where did I move from? Am I some sort of magician or something? I'm just a Reiki practitioner that learned this up to the bottom, like as good as I could, and I'm still learning. It's not something that I finished. It's not that I'm living hand by hand with God and I'm trying to tell you something. No, I'm on my journey, and this journey requires a lot of sacrifice, a lot of hard decisions, very hard decisions, very, very, very hard decisions. So hard that it's like having a knife inside your heart, and if you keep moving forward, that knife keeps going deeper, and you have to pull it out. And most of the times, that knife is your mask. You need to take out that mask. You need to follow the truth. You cannot stay in with the masks and pretend that you move towards God and towards yourself, your higher self, and towards your higher knowledge and higher vibration. It's impossible. It will not allow you. You cannot reach upper levels with the luggage and with everything that it's not allowed to stay up there. It is impossible. For those of you who thought that you can climb a mountain with your charcoal bag on your back, I'm telling you, you start the mountain, you do the first 50 meters, and then you start throwing out some charcoal because it's becoming heavy. And then you do another 50 meters, and then you breathe very badly. And even if you don't want to, you will start throwing away more charcoal from your bag. That's your ego, problems, shadow, whatever. And then you keep doing another 50 meters, and then you will be like sweat, and you want water, and you want energy. And guess what? You will throw more. And then, like that, to reach the top of the mountain, where your goal is, you leave behind all the bullshit, all the charcoal, everything that it's blocking you and it's coming at you and it's not good for you to get up there. You will leave it behind. If not, you cannot do one more step. You cannot move one more step because your body, your energy, the surrounding energy will not allow you. Will just not allow you. It is too much for you to carry with you up there. Because up there you need to be in a certain state, mentally, physically, emotionally, to get there. If not, you cannot reach higher levels of consciousness. Whoever became a saint, a so-called God, an elevated spirit, they didn't reach that level with all the luggage on their back. So no, it is not working. That's why in almost every practice of spiritual growth, they cleanse all that charcoal bag that you carry as a human being, as a spirit in a human form, with you. And that comes from sins, from wrong beliefs, from bad programming, from wrong food, from everything. Everything that you had inside yourself during your lifespan needs to be cleansed and removed if you want to grow. And what the Reiki does, Reiki takes you and cleanses you and transforms your energy more gently, but also points you towards what you need to fix and what you need to understand. That's why I'm always adding, why am I adding Christianity or Christian understanding? If you look at the root of the teachings, it's telling you how to cleanse yourself, how to become, how to get closer, and how to follow the best way of you becoming a spiritual, elevated being. It never tells you go and kill someone because this is your best religion. Whoever did that is their problem. Whoever did that in the name of religion and does that, it's their problem. They are creating their own karma, and sometimes they are creating also karma for their nations or for their religion. The most elevated spiritual people in every religion, you put them together on the same table, they will never fight, ever. They will be there laughing, having fun, sharing. Look, I got here through this practice. Look, I got here through this practice. They are very kind, good, and wonderful people. You will never see them fighting in the name of this and in the name of that. Never ever. Never ever, ever, never. Never. They will stand up for the truth. They will stand up for the truth. Okay? And they will point out you are using this, you are not doing good. They will stand up for the truth. But they will never say, mine is better, yours is this. Well, no, ever. Never ever. Show me one case and we will debate about it. Find me one that he became spiritually elevated, whatever, and that guy was fighting. If he was honestly and truly spiritually elevated and he didn't follow the truth. Okay, we can debate about that. It's not a problem. I'm here to try to learn myself as well what I didn't. So if you come up with something that I don't know, and I'm sure I don't know all the things, I know a lot of things, so I can maybe I can debate from a point of view that I know things. I've studied things, I know things. And we can also measure. Another good thing, okay? So, why Reiki? A lot of people ask that, a lot of people answer different ways, and no one understands why Reiki. Reiki comes into existence because someone wanted to bring back the knowledge of placing the hands and healing others through the power of the Holy Spirit channeling through you, or the key, or call it as you want, the energy, the universal energy, channeling down that energy to heal. Jesus did it, other spiritual people in the past did it. Okay, so Mikao Usui wanted to bring back that. And after 21 days in meditation, he got that back. Let's say that. He got it back from the Holy Spirit through what God chose. Like in his case, he saw a light coming down, giving him the knowledge. He came out from the meditation. He went back into the village and he started his journey of healing people by placing his hands, channeling this energy. Okay, so he became a channel again, like others in the past, and he started passing the knowledge of growing, becoming, channeling, healing. That's it. If you understand that we are all sick in a certain way, and Reiki is a method to start healing, and it's a process, welcome to the Reiki family. If you don't want to, and you want to stay with your own beliefs, and if you want to keep, I don't know, for example, reading affirmative and positive phrases, and you just want to move the direction in a different direction with the bag, and you want to climb the mountain with that bag on your shoulder, and you don't understand that you need to leave some of that bag behind you in order to get where you want to get, whatever is your mountain. Your mountain can be £1,000,000, your mountain can be getting closer to God, your mountain can be the bottom of the existence, whatever is your mountain, wherever you want to go. If you want to reach the bottom faster, and you want to throw yourself in the deepest ocean of the universe, you need to carry the biggest rock on your shoulders, and that way you will go down. It's like a gravity thing. The lighter you are in water, the slower you go down. The heavier you are, the faster you go down. So it's up to you. You want to be light, you might float. You want to be heavy, it's your choice, personal choice. I don't want to debate about that. I'm here to teach you the good way to go up, not the bad way to go down. And in order to do that, at one point, you might find people trying to hold you back because they don't want you to leave, because you are giving them comfort, you are giving them everything, you are tearing you apart for them, and they just don't care, and they just wear their ego masks. When then they come in front of you and they tell lies and they put the masks back, and they go down and they put them back, and they go down and they put them back. This is what they do. They do not comply. They do not become regular, showing up, being disciplined, being not faithful, looking for that faithfulness. Why? Why? Because then it comes the question, why should I follow all this difficult path to become lighter, to achieve things in the proper way, instead when I can do like this, adding some charcoal, going deeper, having my stuff, but then after, did everyone thought about afterlife? What happens after we leave? Where do we go? Because this body goes in the dirt, in the earth, and starts decomposing itself. Or if you get burnt, ashes or whatever. I never saw a mummy from 2,000-3,000 years ago walking around still. Maybe their energy, in some cases, that their energy is still present in certain places, even in these days. So after 2,000-3,000 years, but walking around, I never saw a mummy walking around. So maybe they managed to reincarnate, maybe there's maybes, okay? Or there is knowing, yes, you can reincarnate, or you go to hell for a period to recover from the charcoal that you added in this life, and you need cleansing from that what you ignored and thought, nah, I don't want to know about that. I don't believe in that. It's hard. The problem is with people, why? It's not easy to believe. It's not easy to follow faith. It's not easy to start practicing so that you can see the truth. It's more comfortable to sit in your lies with your charcoal and with your mask. It's more comfortable. Why? Truth comes over? No, you find excuses like this. You don't expose. You have to look inside and expose yourself properly. Not no more games. You know the saying, no more games. That's it. I had enough. That's it. God, I want to change. That's it. I don't want to wear masks anymore. I want to know, where did I lie? About this I lied? Why did I lie about this? This is why I lied about this. Okay, I understood. I'm changing that program and I'm not lying about it anymore. Comes again, I'm not lying about it anymore. It comes again, I am not lying about it anymore. I am not putting lies in front of truth. I want to follow the truth. That's my new religion. New religion. Or call it new behavior. Or call it new, because religion, it's a behavior. My new way is truth. It hurts? It hurts. Yes, it hurts. I don't feel comfortable anymore? Yes, I don't feel comfortable anymore. I just don't feel comfortable anymore. It hurts here, it hurts here, it hurts here. Okay, I'm removing it. That's it. I deal with it face to face. I move where the truth is and where lies don't hurt anymore. Okay? Once you move and remove the mask and you move into the position here, you don't have to be a punisher. You just have to understand how to move there, lies calm, and ricochet like this. Pum, pum, pum. Why? Because you learn the truth, you follow the truth, you meditate, you pray. In the book of Psalms, if you read the book of Psalms, you will understand the big picture of everything. You understand yourself. The Holy Spirit works through the book of Psalms if you don't want to practice Reiki, and starts cleansing the sharp back that you have on your back, and starts pointing at you your lies, your problems, your masks, and bit by bit they fall down. This is what the book of Psalms does. And you know what they told you? Don't read the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms is evil. Everything for them that is not convenient, it's evil. Whatever they point at you, that don't do that is not good, it's evil, it's actually the good thing for you to learn, to understand, to practice, to grow. And don't be scared. Don't be fooled to be scared, to have fear of everything, or of something. Don't get the illusion of fear. I'm scared they will do this to me. Yes, and I followed the truth. In this life, I managed to get to this level of truth, follow the truth, become as close as possible to the absolute truth, so that I can evolve. And even if I didn't become a millionaire, I removed a lot of charcoal from my back, and I'm on a good spiritual path. And in the next life, I will remove more instead of adding more. You add more, you go to the bottom, as they call it, the abyss or the hell, on different levels. I could talk about hell. I don't want to talk about hell. I want to talk about how to keep your way. So if your goal as a spirit is to regain the power to be yourself properly, to follow the truth, to get closer to God, in every religion you can read and practice and become that. If you practice more religions and you get the good things from them, guess what? You will become even a bigger spiritual person that learned more. So you see the bigger picture more. If you look only from a window, you will see what that window shows you. But if you look around you from 5 windows, you will have the bigger picture, because on this window maybe it's raining, on that window it's snowing, on that window is sunny, on that window is foggy, and if you look upstairs is the sun, and if you look downstairs there's the earth. So more visual, more knowledge, bigger picture, clear, the truth path. Don't get yourself influenced. When they say do this is better, do that, this is the way, only us, we are right. The problem with us in this universe is that the absolute truth is not on the table. Parts of it, there are on the table, and we are still discovering the whole big truth. And it's whatever new discoveries come over is mind-boggling. It's not something easy to understand for everyone on every level. Usually, bigger truth requires bigger knowledge. It doesn't come to the one that is on the lower level of knowledge. So you need to learn continuously, learn, study, practice, learn, study, practice, learn, in order to achieve. It doesn't go through, that's it, I got here, I read a book, I'm following these 4 steps, and I'm waiting for the miracles to happen. Not working. It is not working. Every day of the week, it is not working. Practice, sweat, training, clearing off the charcoal, pointing towards your goal, whatever your mountain is. In this case, we are talking about the spiritual mountain, which should be God, the Creator. Now, yesterday they were debating about the creation and about, no, it's impossible. The universe does everything. And when I get to that level, seeing one person online debating the existence of God, without, that guy looked like he never practiced any religion path properly. He just studied books against God, and he's an atheist, and he's debating with people from his atheist point of view, putting science and whatever he read about without practicing, without trying for a second to imagine that he's a spirit inside a human body having a soul. He doesn't even know how his cell works and how his cell multiplies by itself, because your cells in your body replace themselves, they call it. So some die, get eliminated, and some get reborn in their places by themselves. I don't think you ever do it with your mind and with your whatever work you can imagine, replaced a liver cell inside your liver. And still your liver works on his own, attached to all the other organs in your body that he's attached to, and he's managing to process your blood, add nutrients inside your blood, remove toxins from your blood, add them into the liver bladder, is called, and then remove them through urine or how are they called? Your shit, okay? And removing all those toxins, releasing them accordingly, not all at once, because you feel in a way. So he's doing everything like a living universe by himself inside your body. You don't control it. You can give him good food or bad food. You can imagine your liver is good or bad, but unless you go and do the research to the doctor and he does his analysis on your liver and everything, you don't know how your liver is. When you drink too much, maybe it hurts, or you eat too heavy. It gives you a signal back, mate, you are exaggerating with me, so keep it down. So he gives you a signal. Like the heart, if you run too fast, starts popping, cutting off the air, and starts have a moment with me because you are pushing me too hard. So they give you a back signal, but you are not replacing a single cell. You don't even, I don't think all of you studied and saw what new discoveries show, how on a cellular level there are certain I don't even know how to call them, let's say entities that carry on their back things much heavier and bigger than them, like hundreds of times, and they move them around there inside your cell. And they do that every day, each cell of yours, and there are millions, billions of cells inside your body, and each one of them knows what to do inside, and I don't think you command them. Behind everything that moves has to be something that commands it. Like my hands now, I'm commanding my hands, but I don't command my cells to move around. And you know what science says? Your brain tells your cells what to do, and I'm not aware of it. That means that my brain is independent and I'm not in control of my brain, and I'm just living inside this body that does everything by itself, and who am I then? What am I doing here? Where am I moving? How am I moving? How do I control my hand like this? Or eat? Or whatever? But you need to learn in order to understand. And if you learn only the books of the ones that say that species are evolving in base of who is the best one stays alive and who is the weakest one dies, that's not always the case. If that was the case, all of us would be beautiful, perfect, strong, flying around, not having the need to eat, not having the need to ourselves. Why do they have to exist in our bodies and to replace themselves? If only the strongest lives, only the strongest survives, whoever put that down, I'm sorry to say, it's a wrong affirmation. Okay? Maybe only the wiser, only the best one informed, only but not the strongest in the way if I'm kicking your head with something, you die, I live, I'm the strongest, I survive, I move forward. We go through the history of the religion, of the Old Testament, and whenever the so-called strongest one killed the weakest one, somehow God pulled back the weakest one and made him become the strongest one. How that is possible? How is that possible? Just look at the history of everything that we know about, that books talk about. Now, to explain the Trinity on the lowest level, you have to go online and do research on the how does an atom, a proton, an electron, a neutron looks like. There are pictures online. I've tried to get down some of them and try to design one here. You know, I'm not a good guy when it comes to drawing. But what happens, there's the nucleus of the matter, and then there's a positive and a negative charge moving around and making it be. Doesn't matter if it's an electron, a neutron, an atom. An atom, it's more electrons and protons and the nucleus of them together forming matter. From where? They say from nothing, from the quantum field. Okay, they are reaching up into the quantum field and they see that the quantum field doesn't behave with the normal physics that we know. The quantum level behaves on his own through thought. Sometimes they did a quantum entanglement experiment and they start grasping the quantum level. Anyway, I will stop here and I will let you do the research because I want to do the 5-minute Reiki connection as well. And what happens is that they manage to see an electron or a proton form, and they managed to remove the neutron from the equation that has a nucleus, a positive charge and a negative charge. And they removed the negative or the positive, or also they removed the nucleus from the equation. When they were seeing it, they said, let me remove this one and see what happens. From nowhere, it comes back and reappears. They removed it, it comes back. They removed the plus and it comes back. They remove the nucleus and it comes back. Even on the subatomic level, the trinity of things that we can perceive in existence, it is there and you cannot remove it. And this trinity forms the whole of the perceivable universe that we are living in. It is strange, do your researches, start learning, start practicing to become. It's not an easy path. And sometimes it will require you to move away from those who are trying to pull you down and those who are wearing masks and they don't want to take them out and they don't want to follow. It is difficult. It is not an easy path. Maybe it's the most difficult path depending on where you want to go and what you want to achieve. It is the most difficult and most challenging and most mind, spirit and soul boggling journey. Why? Because you have to you have to take off whatever it's stopping you to get there, to achieve. It's not an easy journey. Whenever you start the journey, put this into your mind, learn this, what I'm teaching you. It is not an easy journey, and sometimes you need to remove pages from your life, from your luggage, from everything that is blocking you. You learn how to face them, how to express, how to try to show the way, but sometimes you just have to put them on the side and keep going. It's difficult. It's very difficult. It's not an easy journey, but it is what it is. And with this being said, every morning that you wake up, prepare your list of spiritual path. In my case, was Reiki Usui, also Christianity, okay? I'm not living on the side of Christianity. Reiki Usui, Reiki Karuna, Reiki Shambhala, Melchizedek priesthood, Kimana, and other practices that help me achieve my spiritual goal and my human being becoming. Okay, sometimes it's very difficult, sometimes you have to take radical decisions for others, and for you it's like it becomes also difficult, but it's the way. Okay, it's the way. So with this being said, let's sit on your chair wherever you are, just relax, hold your hands like this. Accept my connection, that I'm doing the connection with you and with the source and with the center of earth and with your spirit. In today's session, I will connect your spirit with everything that I know and that there is, so that you can have a connection and you can start your journey if you want to start your spiritual journey. If you don't want to, just say, I do not accept. At least you got what I know as knowledge, and I'm trying to connect you with the source and with your spiritual path. God bless you all, and let me start this. to relax and to feel where the energy that I'm sending you and that I'm connecting you with feels, and should be in one place inside your body. Write it down in the comments, and let's see if all of you that went through felt it in the same place. That should tell you that I've connected you all with your spirit, should be in the same place. Maybe it feels like a tingling, maybe it feels like a warm, or something is warming inside your bodies. I don't want to say where so that I don't influence you at all. I'm just telling you how it might feel. Just relax, breathe in, breathe out, relax, stay in the present. Try to feel where it feels. What I've done, I've connected you with the source through Reiki, also grounded you with the center of earth, and then with your spirit, like the gate where your spirit communicates from inside your body with your reality. So just relax. We still have 2 more minutes. Enjoy the energy. Let it express inside your bodies. That's it. This is the end of the session. With this being said, I don't know when I will gonna post again, because now I'm doing certain things and I'm moving and I'm growing, and I wanted to do the Karuna Reiki course as well, but I didn't have time to film lately. I'm doing a lot of things. So in the future, whenever I will have time, I will film that as well. It's a long one. I recommend that you learn first the Reiki Usui, the one that I've placed in the classroom, and then it's like the steps to take is like the ABCD. Okay, A, B, C is the Reiki Usui. D, E, F goes with the Karuna, and so on, to learn the alphabet. Then there's radiesthesia and so on, the crystals and so on. So there's a lot of work to learn, to grow, to become. That's why I'm trying to pass you simple information that place you where you are so that you know that you can grow, but it requires work, work, work. First of all, requires the sincere request from you towards God. God, I want to change, please help me. And once He shows you the way, start following the way and learn that you have a bag of charcoal that you need to remove through different practices. It's a journey, it's lovely, it's difficult, it's painful, it's mind-boggling, but it is what it is. So you have to accept it as well. You cannot move away from it anymore once you start the journey. You will tend to move away with your ego, with your masks and everything, but it keeps coming back at you because you need to remove those. God puts you in front of those situations because you need to learn how to fix them, remove them, keep following your path. Okay? It's like you remove a neutron, another one comes into place somehow from nowhere. Like just from thin air, from the universe, but not from a creator, okay? Okay, with this being said, God bless you all, and see you next time. I will gonna post a video, or maybe I will gonna post some information on the group, but I don't think a video for the moment, okay? And I'm trying to move towards the next step that will be the Karuna course, but for the moment things are changing for me, so I have to move and move and move and move, okay? God bless you all, I love you all, and write in the comments how you felt from my connection that I gave you.